What's up, people? How y'all doing? How's everybody doing out there? How are you? Yes, I'm at my favorite coffee shop. You guys come on in, get your pads, get your journals out. This is actually my gratitude journal. Get your pen, take some notes, okay? We're going to have a great time. And also, let me see. If you want to come on, you can go to the link in my bio. You can go to valdanceler.com and you can register to get on the Zoom, okay? To get on the Zoom. So whichever you like. How you doing? Hey, Sean. Hi, Hank. How are you? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on into the house. My name is Val. I am the Gratitude Grandmaster. Yes, I am. And it's so happy for me to be here and talk to you guys about something that is just has been so amazing to me, and it's still amazing to me. Look, point blank. I am at my favorite hangout, my coffee shop. Y'all want to see it? This is my coffee shop. I like to come to. This is my little setup. I've been coming here for years now. And it's just one of my spaces that I really, really like. And I've been seeing this couple the last couple of weekends. I've been seeing this couple come in, right? And we chit chat. She says, "Oh, I love your hair and everything." I said, "It's your real hair?" "Yes, this is my real hair, right? It's all my hair." And she'd talk about that, and they're in the ministry and all of that. But today she was like, "Do you live around here? What is it that you do?" And I said, "Well, I teach gratitude to people." She comes to me. She's sitting over there. She came to me. They just left. And she gave me a little cough drop. So I have a little cough drop in my mouth right now. And she says, "Well, what is it that you do?" I said, "Well, I teach gratitude." And I said, "I'm about to set up this Zoom and I'm about to do this gratitude training. Like, I teach gratitude and this is my gratitude journal, right?" And she says, "Oh my goodness, I need to start journaling. She says, "I got plenty of journals and I just haven't started," right? So she gave me the cough drop. Well, this is the wrapper. I said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna put this in my gratitude journal, and I'm gonna get a little bit of glue, tape or whatever, and just stick it in here and write all around it for tomorrow, right? Because I've already done. This is actually my gratitude for today, right? So." And I was just so grateful that she gave me, like, I wasn't even thinking, and boom, she gave me a cough drop. And I actually don't think I've been coughing since, right? So it's kind of nice, but it was just nice of her to do that, right? And she says, and I said, "I teach." She says, "Well, where do you teach?" I said, "Well, I teach online." I said, "And also I teach, I go to different companies and I teach this to them too." And she's like, "Oh." I said, "Look, if you have any organizations or anything like that, even if it's a small organization," I said, "I would love to, I was looking at the comment, did how they act." I don't know what you meant by that, but okay, user. Anyway, I would love to speak for your organization, even if it's just a small organization, right? I really love to do small ones. So she said, "Yeah." So I said, wait. Let me give you something. I'm going to give you something. She says, I said, "Do you journal?" She says, "I got plenty of journals, right? I got plenty of." I said, "Well, here, these are some stickers that I designed." I don't even know if I told her I designed these, but I did. And I said, "Here you go. Here's some stickers that you can use. Just put some stickers down, 1 or 2 per page, or however you want to do it, and just start journaling. Write down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for." And she was like, "Yes." And I wrote my information on the back. I need to get some little stickers for this. Some stickers for my stickers. Yeah. So anyway, I need to do that. Anyway, I gave her that and she was so happy to get it. So, guys, gratitude, just so you'll know. Gratitude, practicing gratitude. Who would have known 6 years ago, from me being out of a really dark and bad place, right? Where I was ready to say goodbye to this world. I'm so grateful. I'm so happy, so grateful, so thankful, so everything that the universe met me and gave me gratitude. Like, just do this little exercise. When I heard about practicing gratitude, I heard it from a little video. It wasn't even about gratitude. She wasn't calling it gratitude. None of that. It wasn't even a video about that. She was just talking about how she had come from the banking industry, and she had been very, very successful in the banking industry, but she would go home every day and just cry because she hated her job. She hated the way her life was, even though other people could see her life and would be like, oh my God, you're making all this money and you're in these boardrooms and you're facilitating these banks merging and all this stuff. So many people would have traded her life, but guys, it has absolutely nothing to do with what you see someone on the outside. It's how you feel on the inside, right? And she was like, I did what my daddy told me to do, my parents told me to do. I went to Ivy League schools. I did all of this, and I'm not happy. And she wanted to find her happiness. And she just said she started focusing on what she was grateful for every day. And she would do this day after day after day. Well, I knew me. Okay? I knew that. Just by me thinking, so many negative thoughts were in my mind. There's no way that just thinking about gratitude or something I was grateful for or happy about. Hey Eric, how are you doing? Thank you. Tell me where you coming in from. I would love to know. There is no way that just thinking about something would change my life. It wouldn't have. It wouldn't have. And I wasn't the type of person where I had to write these things. When I would journal, I didn't have a journal. I hadn't kept a diary since I was 7 years old and didn't even know where that was from. Okay, Georgia, I'm in North Carolina, right up the street from you. Come on into the house. Come on into the house. Okay, get yourself a pen and some paper. Get a journal. Okay, because I'm gonna have you go through some exercises. Okay, and give me a 1. I want you to put a 1 in the comments when you got your stuff together. You got either a little piece of paper and a pen. I would love for you to have a journal, but I know everybody doesn't have a journal, which I know you're going to get one, okay? And a pen. Give me a 1 in the comments when you got that, and I'm going to start our exercise, okay? You're going to transform today. You're going to feel it, all right? So, going back to what I was saying. When you have one, okay, Eric. All right, okay. We're gonna start. Hey, okay, Charmaine Johnson. Okay, you got your one. Okay. So let me lead on up to it. Okay. So y'all, I was ready to say bye-bye to this world 6 years ago, and I saw that video. It wasn't even a whole 2 minutes. But I just said, okay, if I'm going to do this, let me just try this. I didn't think it was going to work. But I said, I know I can't just think about something because it's too many negative self-talk, too many negative thoughts in my head. There's no way that just trying to think about something's going to work. I got to write it down. And I hadn't even had a journal since I was 7 years old. So what? I did the math. I was 50 then. I was 50 when I started this, okay? And my birthday was about to come up, and I knew it was going to be my last birthday, okay? I'd already set the date and planned. Yes, Eric. I had planned it. And I was just getting whatever together, right? But in this week's time, I found this. It was maybe a couple days later. And I said, you know what? I went out to the $5 store and I got myself a journal. And look, Eric, I slept with the journal. I know. Y'all supposed to laugh. Y'all supposed to laugh with this, okay? I slept with the journal by my side. And the reason that I did that was is because I knew that if I'd have left the journal in the other room, I wouldn't do this. Because I was giving myself 5 days to do it. I knew I wouldn't do it, or I'd forget about it. Because my mind was so bogged down with negativity, y'all. I would wake up first thing in the morning thinking about all my problems. I did that for years. Okay? So, just by simply having the journal beside me in bed, when I would touch it in the morning and I'd be half asleep, it would remind me at least, girl, you said you were going to write down 3 to 5 things you were grateful for every day. Just by touching it. And that's what I did. So, boom, I stayed ready. There's a tip for you, okay? And I said I was going to do this for 5 days, and I want y'all to do the same thing. I want you to take the oath right now. You're going to try this for 5 days, okay? I'm going to give you, you're going to do it right. You know what? You're going to do it right now. This is going to be number 1. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. 5 days. And I want you to report back, write a comment in one of my videos, how you're feeling, or reach out to me, DM me, okay? Let me know how you're feeling with this thing. In fact, I may just make a date with y'all. I may come back on Friday, okay? Just to see how y'all are doing with this, okay? Did you do the challenge? All right? I want you to be accountable. I want you to do it. You need to give me some ones again if you got your pen and paper. Because I want, you know how y'all are. Y'all be here today, gone tomorrow. I need some ones right now to make sure you're ready because I'm about to go into it, okay? Wisdom say you don't have problems, you have tests. Come on. Demaja, I love that. Demaja said, thank you, Eric. You don't have problems, you have tests. That's what life is. Life is a test. I was about to flunk my test big time by saying bye-bye to this world, by just giving up and saying bye-bye. But I had struggled for so long, I felt like there was no hope for me. And I was tired. And I just felt like I just couldn't take it anymore. But you know what I was really doing? You see, there's positive in this world and there's negative in this world. What was I focusing in on? The negativity, the bad stuff, all my problems, all the relationships that didn't work out, all the money I didn't have, everything that I thought I needed. That's what I was focusing on instead of focusing on what I really have. Look, it's one thing you got right now. If you're watching this thing, you got you. And the God creator, I believe, is in you. That's what the Bible say. I know they might be preaching something, but the Bible does say God is within you, okay? You have you. And if you have you, thank you, Eric, you have God. And you know what? If you could settle your mind down and get calm, you will understand that you also know what it is you need to do. So, doing this gratitude journal, what it did for me, it unclogged my mind because it forced me to focus on the things that were good, even though they're small, guys. Even though you're going to put some things down that are small, put it down. The rule is this: you can only put positive on this page. Only. If it's any problems, it's got to be a test, like Demaja says, that you've already overcome. Okay? No negative can go into this book. Demaja said, when you were in school taking a test, how often did you just quit and walk out of the room? Child, never. Never. Absolutely never. Yes, we are gods. We are. Never. But why do we want to give up on life? You know what I'm saying, Demaja? That's a good point. I'm at the coffee shop, and there's a baby. And it's okay. It's all good. It's beautiful. You know what? I'm so grateful and thankful that I can hear the precious cries of a baby. Maybe wanting some milk. Maybe wanting some attention. It's all good. It's all good. It doesn't bother me at all. You said a journal is a good aid, but not a substitute for therapy. Well, Demaja, I can tell you, I work with a lot of therapists. A lot of therapists have sent me their patients that they've been working with for a long time. Because I'm going to tell you one thing. Therapy takes a while. It can take years. But I'm telling you, not just, I teach gratitude. Gratitude is my primary, but also neuroscience and quantum physics, right? The combination of it is my intellectual property. So I'm able to get people fast results. Look, I've had people do the 5 days of gratitude challenge. Men are commenting me, Val, and they still follow me today. Val, my self-talk is gone. One man, he was getting over the death of a loved one, right? He was telling himself, oh, the self, listen, it's a hurtful thing when you lose someone you love, right? But I was able to help him snap out of it. Now I'm a neuroencoding specialist, right? I'm an elite neuroencoding specialist. Means what I'm giving you today is not just something that I thought about and did it and it worked for me. It's worked for so many other people. I was actually neuroencoding myself with this gratitude journal, okay? So look, let's get to work because I know Eric is on here and he is ready, all right? So long story short, within 5 days, y'all see I'm still here, right? I'm still alive. After the 5 days of me doing the gratitude myself, I felt a little bit better. I felt a little bit better. I felt a little bit better to the point of, I said, let me just delay what I was going to do another week. And I'm going to keep doing this and just see how I feel. Because I think I feel something, but my mind probably playing tricks on me, is what I said. Because I didn't know what I was doing back then. I didn't know I was reprogramming myself. I didn't know that. Second week, I went from here. I felt a little bit better. Same thing. Let me delay it another week. And let me see. Kept doing it. Every day, I felt better. By the end of the month, that 4th week, this is why I'm telling you, I did this without therapy, guys. And I had been told to go to therapy, right? And I had tried therapy. Being honest with you. And they wanted to put me on medication and stuff. I didn't take the medication. This right here, at the end of 4 weeks, y'all, you couldn't tell me nothing. I wanted to live. And you couldn't tell me otherwise. And I still practice this today. If I come off of it a little bit, don't do it as much, I'm like, ooh, I'm not feeling so great. I get back up on the horse. I don't beat myself up with it. That's how important this gratitude challenge is. That's how important it is. And guess what? It's free, y'all. It's free. You ain't got no copay. You ain't got nothing to put in your mouth to mess up your system. Okay, this is free. So, let's go. All right, now look. Get your pen and paper out. And I just want you to write down, show you. Get your paper out and you got to date it. You got to put today's date. Okay? And then I put gratitude at the top. Never knowing what I'm going to write. So you don't need to know what you're going to write. In fact, if you feel like, oh my God, you're feeling a little nervous, a little anxious, and you're like, I don't know if I can do this, but I'm just going to follow what this lady with these glasses and this long hair going to say. It's good. It's fine. Okay? You're going to be fine. I just want you to put a 1. Put a 1 right here. Okay? And then, this is key. This is key. Now, little caveat. If you got you some nice little music playing in the background, that's good. I like to use frequency music, right? That's really good. But if you don't have anything, you just where you are, it's fine. It's fine, okay? But I want you to write these words, okay? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 7. 7 words, okay? I want you to put down, by that 1, I am so happy and grateful that. And just Whatever comes to your mind, go. Let me repeat that. It's very important. I started off with this because at first you're like, oh my God, it's a blank sheet of paper. It's kind of intimidating, right? You don't know what to do and you want to do it right. There's no wrong or right to this. However, this is just to help you. It's to help your subconscious mind. So you just write in there, I am so happy and grateful that. I know it's backwards, but I am so happy and grateful that. And then let your subconscious take over. Notice something right now. Y'all can start right now. Breathe. Take a deep breath. So you're breathing in on the count of 3, holding it for 3 seconds, and then letting go for 3 seconds, okay? Didn't that feel good? Didn't that feel amazing? Are you grateful for it? I just gave you one. I'm so happy and grateful that it feels good to breathe. Just write it, okay? If that's what you want to write. But I'm gonna try and be quiet. I want y'all to do that 3 times. I am so happy and grateful that. I would love it when you're done if you can give me a 2. I want you to do it 3 to 5 times, okay? Because you can get into the zone and you'll get to where you don't want to stop writing, okay? If you're not there yet, it's okay. Don't worry about it. You're going to get there, though. Especially if you're the type of person who's been thinking all these negative thoughts. You've been doubting yourself. I mean, you just say mean stuff to yourself. You say things to yourself that your worst enemy don't even say to you. Or you might be hearing something that your mama said or your daddy said to you or something like that. Somebody that loved you. Maybe you hear that voice repeated, right? It's okay. I get it. I understand it. But right now, we're getting ready to clean all that stuff out. Okay? We're going to clean all that stuff out. All right? So, y'all watch. I hope you guys are writing. Get your paper and pen out. And start writing. Give me a 2 in the comments when you are done. Just breathe. If you feel like you can't think of anything, I'm telling you, it's right there. What you're grateful for is right there. It may be the fact that you're listening to this. Maybe the fact that you can actually pick up a pen and write your thoughts on a paper. Sometimes people can't do that. They're actually able to write. The little things. Think about the little things that you're grateful for. The little things. It's those little things that really mean a lot. Maybe you woke up this morning in your bed and you feel good. You had a good night's sleep. Or just the fact that you woke up naturally. You can be grateful for that. You can be grateful that you can hear. Be grateful that you can see. Be grateful that you can smell. Be grateful that you can taste. Be grateful that you can speak. What are you grateful for? But I want you to feel it because it's in the feeling. The feeling of it is when the transformation comes. You gotta let yourself feel it. Even if it's something little, like if you feel like, oh, this is so stupid, I'm gonna write this down. Write it down. That's what you should write down. Because remember, this journal is really for your eyes only. It's not for anyone to just sit there and read. No. You don't make it available so that other people can read unless you just want to, right? I mean, I actually showed y'all my gratitude journal, right? I kind of tried to flick it quick, right? I don't really want you to read it, but I just want you to know that I'm doing it, okay? And maybe how I do it, okay? I'm not ready to, some of these things I'm not ready to share. Some of them, I would love to share, right? Like I showed you, where'd my wrapper go? I'm about to put this wrapper, in here. The cough drop. I haven't been coughing. If y'all heard me cough, I haven't even been coughing, okay? So, yeah, this is going in my gratitude journal. I'm grateful for that lady and that energy. Eric said, I feel you. Eric, did you do it? I'm waiting for your number 2. When you guys are done, you put the number 2 in the comments. But I'm just telling you, this is what I did. This is the only thing that I did. I didn't know anything else to do. Yet I had tried some of everything. And I knew that this gratitude thing was not going to work. And I don't even know what she called it. I think she just said that she would think about things that she was grateful for every day, right? But no one, I remember going on the YT, I'll just say social media. I remember going on social media, trying to look up how to do this. I could find nothing. There's stuff out there now, but back then, 6 years ago, there was nothing. So I developed this myself, okay? Me and the universe developed this whole concept. Hey, Jerron, how are you doing? The gratitude journal. We got our gratitude journals out, and we have dated our gratitude journal. We have titled it Gratitude, and we have put that statement, that 7-word statement out. I am so happy and grateful that. And you just finish it. Okay, Eric. Eric finished. Okay, he gave me a 2. Eric finished. All right. So, Eric, you wrote down 3 to 5 things that you were grateful for. How many things did you get done? Eric, how many things did you do? And how do you feel? Like, do you feel any different? You may or may not, and it's okay. But you see how long? That didn't take long. It takes like 5 minutes to do this, guys. So 5 minutes. I like to do it in the morning. If I don't get a chance to do it in the morning, I do it at night before my head hits the pillow, okay? You got to do this. Just spend 5 minutes. 5 minutes a day for 5 days kept me on this planet. Gave me purpose in life, okay? Like, I feel good. Like, I did a seminar last Monday. Y'all, I was on cloud 9, and those people loved it. They loved it. I gave them the magic mindset formula. Eric said, I wrote at least 4 things, and yes, I feel great by expressing myself. Great. There you go, Eric. I will just tell you this, right? And I don't want to just say me. This is not about me. But I am not the person I was 6 years ago. But what'll happen is, and now I understand it, because now I understand the science behind all this stuff, right? But just that little 5 minutes, Eric, that you spent writing those things out, not even knowing what you're going to write, but you wrote some stuff down. Now, what you write, you invite. That means it goes into your subconscious level, right? Like, have you ever gone to the grocery store and you had written down your list of things that you wanted to get, because you're like, I don't want to spend that much money. I just want to get this, and that's it, right? And then when you get to the grocery store, you can't remember you don't remember where you put your list at. It's gone. I had it. Where is it? Oh my God, what am I going to do? I'm sitting here at the grocery store. Well, it's not that I'm not going to go in. Of course you're going to go in and get some stuff. And you start mentally like, what did I have on that list? And you start picking this up, going by the list. Then you find the list later on, right? You go home and it's sitting right there on the table. Well, guess what? You got 90% of what you wrote down and you didn't even have it with you. That's because what you write, you invite, it goes into your subconscious mind. When I go like this, I'm in your subconscious mind. When I go like this, I'm in your conscious mind, your thinking mind. Your subconscious mind is like your connection to God, okay? It is the thing that controls your breath. It controls your existence. I mean, you get downloads and stuff like that from God. It is coming through your subconscious mind, okay? Your subconscious mind is way more powerful than this. We think this has the power. No, the subconscious mind has the power, okay? So, what you write, you invite. And as you do it 5 minutes a day, it starts compounding. That gratitude, it starts compounding. That's why at the end of 30 days, you couldn't tell me nothing. It's like my whole reality was changed. I was still looking at the same things. My life, the circumstances in my life, the same house, same furniture, same car, same miserable people at work, same thing, but the lens changed. The lenses. So I was looking at the same thing, but I was looking at it differently. And I could see stuff. Thank you, Eric. I could see the same things I have been looking at for the last 20, 30 years started to look different to me. Because I was picking out the gratitude. And write this down. What you think on the longest becomes the strongest. So I remember that I was telling you guys, I would wake up for years thinking about my problems. Bills, relationships that didn't work. My mama died, my daddy died, everything. That's what I was focused on. But when I started, only thing I could put in here was the good stuff. Even if it was small. Now my mind had to focus in on the good. Do you understand what I'm saying? What Jerron say? Jerron, you need to quit hiding your deep, beautiful eyes. But I know you can't see. That's right, I can't see. So I need to put these on, okay? Thank you. Okay. Can I teach y'all the magic mindset formula? Jerron might know this already because he's been with me for a long time. Jerron, how long you been watching me now? For a long time now. Also, let me see here. Jerron, I'm going to give y'all, look, my glass almost came out. Jerron got a free, I always give you guys a free, not free, I like my filters, so there. Jerron got a free counseling session. So, I don't call it counseling session, a free session. So if you want to get a free session with me, then I need for you to you need to follow me. I'll tell you what, this is the best way for you to do it. Follow me on YT. Follow me on YT, and the link is in my thing, right? Follow me on YT because I really want to get my YT subscribers up, okay? Follow me on YT, and I'll send you the link. I'll put the link in the comments. Just follow me and like one of my videos or say a comment on one of my videos, okay? And then that way, I'll send it to you. What was I saying? So yeah, you get a free session with me. Anyway, it's a one-on-one session. As you do this gratitude, it'll start compounding upon itself. Just like your negative thoughts been compounding upon you all these years. Remember, good is out there and bad is out there too. But what you think on the longest becomes the strongest. Okay, so this is the magic mindset formula. This is the way that we think. Okay? This is the way that we operate. This is the magic mindset formula. It's really simple. I do hand gestures and stuff with it. I would love for you to do it with me because it helps ingrain it into your subconscious mind. Okay? So, it's like a little poem thing, okay? How we think is how we feel. And how we feel is what we do. And what we do is what we have. How we think is how we feel. How we feel is what we do. And what we do is what we have. Let's reverse that thing. All right. I'm glad y'all doing your networking and stuff. That's good. I like that. I like that. What you have. What you have right now. What you have. Whether good or bad, or whether it's enough or whether it's not enough, what you have is based on what you've done. And what you've done is based on how you felt. And how you felt is based on your thoughts. Now, I used to be the type of person that thought that I could never control my thoughts. What do you mean? I never knew I had the power to control my thoughts. Thoughts just come. They're kind of like flies. Some of them land on you, and some of them you wish away, right? But just because you have a thought does not mean it's yours. Does not mean it's really for you. You can command your thoughts, guys. You can change your thoughts. In the gratitude journal is going to help you do that. Because remember, what you focus on the longest becomes the strongest. You're going to automatically, and I can teach more stuff to you, right? That's deeper. But just by doing the gratitude journaling is 101. Just by doing the gratitude journaling, you're focusing in on the good. Even if it's small. It becomes like a magnifying glass. Your lenses. You really start focusing in on that good stuff. Listen, that magic mindset formula is life. And I hope that you guys wrote that down and that you practice it from time to time. And understand that that formula is true. Thank you, Eric. Wow, thank you. Wow. So today I did a great meditation. I'm into meditation as well, right? So I meditated this morning. Like, I've been taking time to really meditate. I meditate for like 30 minutes and then I get into my gratitude journal. In fact, I have it like right there, right? But so many downloads that I'm able to get from meditation, I'm able to transfer it into here, right? Because it just feels so good, right? I'm grateful for it. So that's another, believe me, this technique, it's deeper than just writing down 3 to 5 things that you're grateful for, okay? It's deeper. We'll go into other things, right? I actually got a course, guys, that I'm preparing right now. It should be coming out within the next 2 weeks, so be on the lookout for that. It's not going to be expensive, okay? Anybody, you can go to a coffee shop and get you some coffee. If you can go to Starbucks, you can afford this, okay? And I was meditating this morning, right? So after I finished meditating and stuff, I started thinking there's something that I want. I'm not going to tell y'all what it is, okay? But there's something that I really wanted. And I said, okay, God, I really want a sign, right? And what kept coming through me was, you're going to have a heart. There's going to be a heart. It's going to be red. I'm not kidding. A red, juicy heart. You're going to see a red, juicy heart within the next 24 hours. So, Eric, thank you so much for that red, juicy heart. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Because that was the sign. Hope that y'all shared this out with some people. I'm about to end it, though, because this place is going to close in about 15 minutes, so I got to go. But, I hope y'all shared it out to some people. Send it out to some folks, okay? I do a Zoom every Sunday, so you can register. It's called the No More Blues webinar, or masterclass is what I'm calling it now. I like masterclass better than webinar. If you want to get on that, the link is in my bio, as well as all other free stuff, freebies that I have, okay? Oh, Howard, okay. Okay, that's good, Javon. That's good. I wanted to go to Howard. I didn't go to Howard. I really wanted to. I got accepted and everything, but my grandmother wouldn't let me go. And I'm still like, I still think about that now. I still think about that now. I should have just gone. If I'd have known what I knew now, I would have just packed up and myself and gone to DC. I really would have, and I would have gone to Howard because I was accepted. But I just didn't know back then. I was so young. Yeah. But it's okay. It's okay. Howard is a great choice. I would move to DC to go to Howard. Yes. And you're creative, Jerron, you're a creative person. Howard would be awesome for you. Okay? Howard would be awesome for you. Get around, get around some of those artsy people, creative people. Oh yeah, Jerron, I think you got something there. Okay? Yeah. Uh-huh. Oh, Eric said this upcoming year is my senior year in college. Where are you going to school, Eric? To Grambling, but I wish I was home. I tried to go to FAMU. Okay. I went to NCCU, so Howard University, NCCU. Okay. Enough said. But I'm going to tell you, another thing, by doing this gratitude journal, you're going to have documented great decisions. Because, a decision leads to circumstance, right? You're going to start understanding that you make great decisions, and so your confidence is going to increase as well. This thing is amazing. This is amazing. Everybody needs to be doing it, okay? Thank y'all for coming on. So, does anybody have any questions, any comments, questions, anything like that I can answer? But what I have just introduced to you, it is truly amazing. Now, it's up to you. Just like when it was presented to me, I could have, listen, if I'd have said, I ain't doing that, I could have said, I ain't doing that. That ain't going to work. Because I said it wasn't going to work, right? But I was serious about what I was going to do. And I was sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I did it. And the thing worked. Okay? It worked. Big time. It's still working. Glad you, approve of the Howard? Yes. That would be cool. I can meet you in DC. I love to take the train to DC. I can meet you in DC. And we could do something. Look, once you get yourself settled at Howard University, I'm serious, we could do a coffee shop talk. We could do a whole gratitude journal coffee talk thing. And invite some of them students to come out and teach them this gratitude. That would be amazing. But yeah, y'all, even the seminar that I did last Monday, y'all, all week, they were like, look, one guy, he came back the next day, right? And I had him give me a critique, like an honest critique. Like, I never know what anybody said, but all of them said something positive. I got 100% on my critique, right? So all of them said they wanted to hear from me again. They all said that it was life-changing, the information that I gave them. And the next day, one guy said, I'm starting to eat better. I wasn't even talking about eating. Another one said, what did the other one say? Oh my God. One of them said, I'm eating better. The other one said they got more confidence, right? They're just doing stuff that they normally wouldn't do. Things that they were thinking about doing, right? And they were different ages, different age ranges, okay? So, listen, this is so much needed. It's so very, 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 very needed, okay? And I love it. So, it was great listening to you, writing in my journal. Okay, Eric, Bye-bye. Have a good day. Good day. And don't forget, do it every day, 5 minutes. I will see you on Friday. I'm gonna set up I'm gonna put it in my calendar to be on TikTok again on Friday. Okay, probably around 6 or 7ish. Okay, so just have your TikTok, just have your notifications on. Make sure you followed me and you got your notifications on. Okay, and if you know what, I may even put it out on my email list too. So there's a 5 days of gratitude link in my bio. Get that, and then you'll be on my email list. Okay. All right. Wow, I'm so glad y'all made friends. That's so neat. That's so neat. That's so wonderful. Okay, so if there are no other questions, let me get my stuff together. This is my favorite pen, and this is my setup. I have my little clips because I hate it when I can't find my pens. I got a black one and I got a red one. And boom, that's my setup for my journal. It's that important to me. That important. This is my setup right here. This is my journal. And y'all know what this is. Does anybody know what this is? Does anybody know what this is? Jerron, what you say? What you say, Jerron? Exactly. This is a bag from Chick-fil-A. Look, somebody had we ordered some Chick-fil-A in the bag. Now I didn't eat the Chick-fil-A. I didn't eat the chicken. I had a kale salad. It was so good. That salad was so good. And I started looking. I was like, this matches my gratitude journal, right? It's something about a red journal now. I just love it. I took that bag, and y'all, it feels so good on here. I put my stickers on it. But it's just my own self-expression, okay? And I love it. I love taking stuff and recycling it. I love that. I don't know what it is. Send the Pensight link. I have an idea I want to tell you. Okay. Hey, Bridget, how you doing? Look, write down my email address if you don't have it. That would be the best thing for you to do. Because I may forget, and I don't want to forget it. So it's vdancler, just like my name, vdancler@gmail.com. That's my email. And so make sure you sign up for my No More Blues masterclass. We're actually simulcasting. I'm on here, and then I'm simulcasting too on the Zoom for it. Okay, but you can sign up for it, and that way you can get on my list if you'd like to get on my list. Okay, I would love that. If you're not already, you could already be on it. I don't know. But if you are, thank you. I appreciate you. And if you aren't, thank you. I'm glad that you got on right here. So it's great to see you. Great to see everyone. I really appreciate you guys for coming on and checking me. I know it's been a while because I know I used to come on here like all the time. And I haven't been doing. I've been working behind the scenes. I have a new course that's coming up that I'm so excited about. Okay. And it's a self-paced course. When it comes out, I want all y'all to sign up for it. I'm not even gonna say no, you don't have. No, I want you to sign up for it. It's gonna be that great. Okay, that great. And for less than what you spend at Starbucks, at least initially. So when it comes out, that's another reason to get on my list. When it comes out, you're gonna get first dibs. It's gonna be so affordable, like for real. And I'm just letting you know, the information that I'm giving out is so key and so life changing. Other people are taking this information and they're transforming, and it's not taking them years to do it. Okay, they're coming back the next day, transform. And I give you processes that you can continue to do, right? And you're going to keep your transformation up. And the more you do it, the more it sticks in to your subconscious and you change. Remember, your thoughts is based on how you feel. How you feel is based on what you do. And what you do is what you have. Okay? But y'all, this has been fun. This has been the highlight of my day. Thank you so much. They put that little verification thing on there to make sure I was human. Yes, I am human. Okay. So I will check my email, Jerron, when I finish up with this, okay? I will check my email. Now, somebody just tried to go live with me just now. If you have not interacted with me, you definitely cannot go live with me. Okay? Unless I just get a feeling that I should go live with you. But that is very, very rare. Okay? Alright, okay. When I get back to the thing, I'm going to do it, okay? I'm going to look at it, alright? And I'm going to respond back to your email, okay? Okay. This is Steve. This is what y'all need to get. This is stevia, okay? Okay, guys. Love you lots. Thank you so much for coming on today. Y'all made my day. I'm so happy and grateful for you. Anytime I can talk about what I'm passionate about, I love it and be well received with it. I'm on cloud 9, okay? And so thank you everything for all your comments and everything. Make sure you go to my link in my bio. Check out my stuff that I got. Later on, later, I will respond to Jerron's email. And I will talk to y'all later, Friday. I'm going to come back in. I want y'all to do the 5 days of gratitude challenge. That link, if you want to get a journal, go to the link in my bio. You can get that, right? It's free. And that can help you with your process. If not, a sheet of paper, a journal, and a pen, and that's it. Yes, I'm here now. See, she's telling me you're closed, all right? So, guys, I gotta go. But Friday, between 6 and 8 o'clock, I will be on. Make sure you have your notifications on. Please go to my YouTube channel, which the link is in my bio, and subscribe, okay? I love you guys. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.